What's up, Gunplum modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you another edition of Gundam Customs. And today I'm going to build the Type 89 Base Jabber Earth Federation Space Force Subflight System. High grade from the Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn animated OVA series. Now, this is the transport vehicle that was used in episode 6, and I don't know if it was ever used in other episodes, but yeah, I think I remember episode 6 of Unicorn, and it was transporting, of course, the just a cannon when it was going up against that that ship. And Bandai decided to make a transport vehicle in high grade mode. Now, this is like the second transport vehicle that they've made of the Unicorn series. Prior to that, they made the regular base Jabber, but this base Jabber is basically a space type, not designed for atmospheric capabilities. Pretty much, it's for those of you who don't remember, this vehicle was used in Char's counterattack movie, where they used to transport the Jagans into battle. It is really cool. I like it's a cool support vehicle, something that Bandai has not been working with in quite some time. I have a few support vehicle kits that I would like to build soon, but the cool thing about this is if you have two Jagans, if you could see right there, you can put one on top and the other one on the bottom, and then of course you could get all three and put all three Justa members on that vehicle. I think the other base Jabber kits that I remember that they made was one for the Unicorn Gundam, which is the parts that you can take out from the heavy what do you call that, the full armored version, and make its own base Jabber like vehicle. But this is really nice. It's pretty simple. This kit cost me about 1,200 yen. You could probably find it for cheaper. And don't overlook a kit like this. The design features are really nice, and there's a lot of surface detail. So let's look at this. Alright, so first up, excellent work. I like this. I was more afraid that this was going to be a solid part, but for this to be two parts makes it easier for me to paint. Very good detail. I see the stickers for the windows, which of course will be omitted. I will paint those, of course. Some sort of the thrusters, of course, right there. And there's thrusters there. The massive fuel tanks, landing skirts, more thruster parts. Yeah. And then, of course, this is just part of it. Here's another part. Here's the large surface base of the kit itself. So this is actually pretty nice. And like I said before, a lot of surface detail. A lot of surface detail. Yeah. Let's look at the manual. This is actually going to be a nice, quick little build. Not too many parts. Shouldn't be that difficult to make. Stay right there. And just give me a second while I adjust the camera angle. There we go. So here's a bigger picture of what the kits look like, of course, and you could put any of the Universal Century kits on top of it. You know, of course, the just a cannon, Jagan, and of course the GM Mark III or GM3. Yeah, they keep it very simple, very easy. I don't see myself wasting too much time making this kit. And of course the positioning and of the figures on top, and of course the base. It comes with attachments. That's cool. So you get an attachment here that you can put under the base Jabber, so that way when you want to put the another mobile suit under it, it has a connector to hold it in place. Here's a better detail of the kit. I kind of like that. It's kind of like he's surfboarding. And here's the color guide. Now then, how am I going to paint this? Well, I think I'm going to lay off on the metallic for quite some time, except for certain areas that I deem necessary for certain kits. Since this is all one color, I'm looking at the color right now, and it's kind of like a dark greenish color. Dark greenish. I think what I want to try is the gunmetal still, because the gunmetal on my Alcad, it is an interesting color to use on this, so it's okay. So I may use gunmetal. However, for the lighter parts like these, let me see what I got. I do have a lot of paint that I would like to get rid of. Not get rid of, but like I'm done with it because they're taking up too much space. I have these two spray cans. I have these two right here. They're almost identical. One's called Dark Ghost Gray, and the other one's called Light Ghost Gray. I think for this I'm going to use the dark. Besides the fact that the light is kind of feeling a little light in the hand, so I don't think I have enough to cover this. But yeah, I think that would be fine with this. The white trim, I think I'm going to replace that. I think let me see here. I'm just throwing things in the air. Oh, maybe this will be a good idea. I don't know if I could use this paint. I have an equivalent to it. Maybe I should replace the white here, here, and here with orange. And the reason why I'm thinking about that is, if I'm not mistaken, at the end of episode 6, they were marking the Zeon forces, their Gira Zulu kits. Is it Gira Zulu? Maybe even I keep forgetting. Yeah, the Gira Zulu mobile suits with the orange marking, just to identify them from a distance. So I wonder it'd be a cool idea if I did the same thing with this. Just mark these. Then of course the regular paint scheme of the front of the canopy. And I have to darken that part as well, so I'm going to have to mask that. Let's see, what else? I think that's pretty much it. This shouldn't be this difficult to make. Alright. So, hope you guys like what I'm planning to do with this kit. It should be a fairly quick build. Fairly quick. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. But let's begin building Type 89 based Jabber. So like I mentioned before, I really like where Bandai is going, creating these cool little support ships from the Unicorn series, and at a good scale too. I don't think we're going to be seeing any more support ships in the episode 7, other than the base Jabber and any other thing that we've probably already seen before. Of course, we're probably going to be seeing a mobile armor, based on the images that remember from one of the, I think it was episode 6, and there was other, it's like that hybrid Gira Zulu without the legs type setup. And there was something that Prime told me a while back. Can't remember what it was. So, with the recent crop of new kits that are coming out from the new animated series, Unicorn is good for another, at least another 4 or 5 more kits. Not to mention that new kit that we just heard recently announced, the the Unit 3 of the Banshee, which is basically all gold plating. It's the same thing as before. You're getting another Banshee, except it's all gold plating. The cycle frame is blue, which I like blue. And on top of all that, we didn't notice it, and she thought maybe, you know, anybody could start making this kit just using existing Banshee kits. The V-fin is different. It's another different V-fin. I had to point it out to her. I said, yo, look, it's different than before. And she didn't say, oh, wow. So, I'm kind of cool. I'm kind of a little happy at that recent announcement. Eventually, we're probably going to be seeing the Banshee Norn version in Destroy mode, but I'm not going to get that. I already have the Norn regular mode, which I have to build soon. So a lot of these parts, I see very few parts. This shouldn't be difficult to build. I just want to make sure I don't. Most likely I'm going to be gluing some parts here. Just want to make sure everything falls into place. I'm just going to start putting a few parts together. I don't want to waste bore you guys with this. That goes like that. And remember this little part here. Goes like this. There's a few things I gotta sand down, so yeah, you know what? Let me sand these down and then we'll proceed, okay?